Billed for the Guyana Marriott Hotel from February 19 to the 22nd, 2024, the Guyana Energy Conference and Supply Chain Expo will be the largest to date, and to support this assertion, Chief Executive Officer Kurt Babulal disclosed during a press conference on Monday that over 200 exhibitors are already on board. The conference and expo carries as part of its official name Supply Chain, and Babulal explained that not just the energy and oil and gas sectors will have a space at the highly anticipated event, but it has opened up several opportunities for Guyana's story of fueling transformation and modernization to be appropriately told and put on display. Babulal believes this theme is truly reflective of the remarkable growth of the Guyanese economy over the last 3 years, and said all large and small businesses, entrepreneurs and families are welcome to attend and participate.
So the theme this year is fueling transformation and modernization. And that theme there's no singular meaning to that theme. And from a macro lens, what that means is that, Guyana is using its income from its energy resources to fuel other developments, other sectors, in a very transformative and modernizing way. Tangibly, we see throughout the country 4,000 kilometers of highways, I understand, that's been built in the last 2 years. Looking back at the budget, we see an outlook of that exceeds that amount of transformation. We also see hospitals, 6 to 7 hospitals, very modernized, living up to global standards, being built. One of the hospitals right now, Mount Sinai, I believe, are one of the types of hospitals that we're building here. Outside of that, you look at the schools, you look at all the job creations that are happening now. The team connects the other industries as well, because without infrastructure, how can persons move their products and goods along the roadways? We look at agriculture, we look at farm to market roads. So the energy sector, again, does not operate within its own silo. There's a correlation with other sectors here, and if those other sectors cannot correlate in terms of progress and increase, then you will see you'll see the energy sector stifling.
The story of growth also expands to sustainability and diversification. And to add value to this, the conference will be addressed by several dignitaries and heads of government, headlined by President Dr. Irfan Ali and Sheikh Mohammed bin Jassim Al Thani, the Prime Minister of Qatar. Other world leaders to attend include the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Keith Rowley, the Prime Minister of the Bahamas, Philip Davis, the Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Mottley, the President of Suriname, Chandrika Prasad Santokhi, along with serving ministers and former presidents. There is strong government support for the conference in a coordinated push to make it the leading energy event in the hemisphere. And to demonstrate this, Babulal was joined at the press conference by the Minister of Natural Resources, Vikram Bharat, and the country's Chief Investment Officer and Agency Head for the Guyana Office for Investment, Dr. Peter Ramsarup.
Of what is becoming one of the premier energy conference around the world. Listening to Court, you would have realized that we have a number of leaders as well as international heads of state, and as well as leaders from the sector across the world coming to Guyana for this energy conference. So it is attracting a number of countries, a number of leaders in the sector, and we will continue to work together, government and the committee will continue working together to make this expo the premier expo in this hemisphere. I think already we are on our way to achieving that, competing with a few bigger ones that myself and Peter would normally attend in Texas. But I think we can rival them at some point in time.
Vikram said Guyana is one of 2 hotspots for oil and gas investment in the world right now, the other being Namibia in Africa, but noted that the development of Guyana's industry is advanced. By the start of the conference, Guyana's oil production will be 600,000 barrels per day, up from about 380,000 barrels when the last conference was hosted. His sentiments were backed up by other members of the head table. For the newsroom, Kurt Campbell.